I'm here in, today we're in Mexico, San Lucas, and we're here in this Italian restaurant. What is it called?
Salvatore's.
Yeah. And today I have a guest. His name is Corey Murphy with Trading Empire, and we want to discuss what does success means and where does success start. So a lot of us have these ideas about success, and most of us thinking that success is mean that we have certain class or certain amount of money or certain degree to set us up for success, but that's not the case. I think the best definition of success is said by Ert Nigel is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means that you know where you're going and you know why you're going to where you're going. So I'm going to bring Corey up, talk to him about it. I've been coaching Corey for a while, and he's done a great job following the principle of success, and he's done a great job for past a year, and his income went from making $60,000 a year to he's set to make $1.5 million this year. Hey Corey, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I couldn't connect to your page, Trading Empire, for some reason. I couldn't find it. But anyway, so I pull you up on your personal page. Corey, can you introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what you've done, and where all this starts? You becoming a day trader and doing very well for yourself. What does success mean to you as well?
Sure, I'll try to keep it a little short because it's a long story, but my name's Corey Murphy. I own a company called Trading Empire, and what I do is I day trade the stock market. Every single day, very fast trades, a specific type of stock that I scan for, and I just trade those over and over and over and over, and turn a profit. And then I also teach people to do the same thing with the same exact strategy. So the business itself is very simple. How I got there is the longer story that's more complicated. But basically, I started, as just kind of a normal person going about my life, trying to find something that not only I could put a lot of energy toward and feel really passionate about, but that would also bring in, a good amount of money, or what I thought was a good amount of money at the time. And I was never the type of personality that could sit and just have a job and be okay with that. I always wanted to kind of go above whatever position I was in or above whatever company I was in, and I was trying to find something that fit that idea and fit that model. So I went from long story short, I went from working at a restaurant, figuring that out about myself. I knew that school wasn't really an option for me. It would have been another thing to overcome. It was possible, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do. So I was looking for kind of side hustles or businesses to start. So I got into sales, went into my first sales jobs and did very well, broke a couple records, only because I was passionate about the end game. I was passionate about finding something that I could start and turn into a successful business. So I used that sales job as leverage to earn the amount of income that I needed to start a business. But anyway, so I was successful at that sales job, and then once I started having money coming in from that sales job, I've tried pretty much every single side hustle you could think of, as far as e-commerce, drop shipping, clothing brand, all this stuff. everything, wholesaling houses, wholesaling cars, flipping houses. I got my real estate license and took a shot at being a real estate agent. I did tons of different things to try to, chase that dream of owning a business and making a living off of my businesses. And then trading stocks just happened to be one of those things that I came across that stuck with me. I became very passionate about it very quickly. It was very fun, and it turned profit way quicker than any of the other businesses that I started. So this just kind of happened to be my niche that I really love doing and I really love getting better at. So that's where all of my energy goes, constantly doubling down on my focus with how to get better at trading, how to provide more value to my students, how to help more people learn to do the same exact thing that I did. All of my focus and all of my energy goes there now. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And then to answer your question of what success, I think you said what success means to me. I listened. There's a tape by Earl Nightingale where he says success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea or worthy ideal. So that's kind of exactly what I keep in my mind every single day whenever I'm trading or helping students or thinking of other sources of revenue or other businesses to start. I constantly think of that. What is my worthy ideal? And then how can I work toward that every single day? What actions did I take every single day to work toward that ideal? And that ideal also, for me, constantly moves, and I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be chasing the next thing, and to me, that's what I feel is success, is having that ideal in mind and chasing it every single day and being happy along the way, being passionate along the way of reaching that.
Basically, ideal is the idea you fall in love with. So why did you fall in love with trading stock, and how did it help you to find your desire and the goal by understanding in mind? Can you tell me that relationship as well?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it wasn't necessarily just the idea of trading stocks that I fell in love with. It was more of the idea of really what I just said of picturing my perfect ideal, my perfect, living scenario, how I want to live life and how I want to feel every single day. Creating that image in my mind and then working toward it and turning that into the physical, turning it into something that I actually see every day through actions and through, the realization of that. So stocks just for me happened to be something that I got really good at very quickly. I just I was good at it and I picked it up very easily, and I know that through stocks, through the finance business, one, I have fun doing it, and two, it aids in my journey to getting that worthy ideal, to living the life that I want to live and to feeling how I want to feel every single day. It's an industry I have fun in, and it brings that to me.
Yeah, basically, if I want to summarize what you said that you fall in love with this image of somebody that becomes successful through trading, and you're holding an image of that someone that's very successful trading stock, and that's why you've done very well for the past year. So if the time goes back, what would you do differently, Corey? If somebody's watching you and saying, "Hey, I want to be like Corey. He's 22 years old. He's making $1.5 million a year. He's, averaging 10 grand a day." What would you recommend? What would you want them to do?
The only thing that I would do differently is start sooner. I think things happen the way they're supposed to, and as long as you learn from it, there's never a loss. So, especially with something like trading, if I have a red day or a red trade, if I only picture that as a loss, then I haven't grown. If I picture it as something that I can take, something that I can learn from, or just figure out a way to learn from it, that achieves growth. So I think that I wouldn't have changed anything. I just would have started sooner. I would have told myself to have more of an open mind and to start to look for the opportunities in front of you, because the opportunity was always in front of me. I just wasn't open to seeing it until it was still relatively young. But the sooner the better that you're aware of all of the opportunities in front of you, the quicker you're going to succeed or start to progress toward that worthy ideal.
Yeah, and really that's exactly what you said. In another word, what I've seen you, how you progress and how well you do, and I can tell two things that you've done that a lot of individuals are missing, that they want to get in the path of becoming successful. Is one is you're very focused. I come up with different deals and different ideas, and you say, no, Taha, I want to focus on this trading. That's one. And the second is you're emotionally involved with your trading ideas. And you're always talking about it. You're always researching. You're always putting story about it. That's all you're doing. You're thinking about it. And when you start thinking about something and you're emotionally involved with that idea, automatically you start generating ideas that can help you progress in what you want to, where you want to go. And that's what we really work on individual, to tell them that one very important thing that a lot of people miss along the way of reaching success is a focus. Because focus, it helps you to hold the image of who you want to become. And I can certainly say that you've done a great job doing that and achieving that. If somebody wants to start trading, how do they need to start? What do they need to start? Can you give us some tips?
Yeah, sure. So I actually created a webinar just for that. It's a free webinar for anyone to sign up and join. It's on my website, tradingempire.us, or you can find it on my Facebook, my Instagram page. I put a lot of energy toward providing as much value as possible. It's an hour-long video. So every single person that comes to me and asks where to start with stocks, I just tell them to go and watch the video. If they're willing to spend an hour and really dedicate and take notes to watching that video, not only does that prove to themselves that they're serious about learning about trading stocks, but it also gives them a ton of value that they'll actually be able to take and use in trading in the stock market. And if they want to learn more and gain, direct mentorship from me and my team, then we offer that service as well. But if you're just looking for where to start, that free webinar is the perfect place for anyone interested in the market.
Right. How long would you tell someone will take to get where you're at?
Well, I went full-time with it and became profitable in my second month. So I can't say that that's typical, but I was also willing to put as many hours as possible into learning and mastering that. So I think there's no time frame that I can give someone, because it 100% depends on how willing they are to put in the energy and the effort to learn it. And that's with anything. That's with any business. You have to be willing to go all in on it. And that's what brings you to success. So I did it in a month and a half or 2 months. I think that's very easy if someone's willing to go all in and really put a lot of energy and focus toward it.
Right. Basically what you're saying, that they need to be committed, not interested, right?
Yeah.
They need to do what it takes to learn those skills and dedicate times and effort to be able to get the result that they want.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll have more conversation with Corey. We'll try to have these conversations every other week. I have a really choppy internet here, but Corey, thank you for joining us. Corey, can you write on the comments what's your Instagram page is? Trading Empire. I'll pin it.
Okay,
over
sure.
here.
I'll type that in.
Individuals want to check your page and want to follow you and learn a little bit more about day trading.
All right, just posted it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. The reason I really like Corey to bring up, because first, he's a very good student. He's always has a beginner mind, and he listens carefully, and he takes action. We're here about to eat our lunch. Here we have chicken fettuccine, some and huge lasagna. All right, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I try to bring Corey and the individual I work with, and so you might learn one or two things from us or them. And I hope you are having a great day. Send me a message if you have questions. Thanks.